Hey guys, well 2017 was a wonderful year for movie soundtracks and I had a blast listening to all of them. But even if I tried to watch all the movies and listen to all the albums, I still haven't seen a lot of films that had a limited release in the USA in December to be eligible for the Oscars. So you won't find movies like The Post, Shape of Water or Phantom Thread on this list, but even without that, this is in my opinion a great list and it was very tough to decide which is better or a little worse, but the absolute toughest was to decide which is my personal best film score of the year 2017, so let's get started. Number 10. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, Carter Burwell. The number 10 spot was a very tough battle between 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri and Nicholas Britell's Battle of the Sexes, but ultimately a little more original type of soundtrack won. And Carter Burwell had a great year, so it's a deserving entry on my top 10 list.
Number 9. Loving Vincent, Clint Mansell.
Love Vincent is an animated movie about the painter Vincent van Gogh and the circumstances of his death, and Clint Mansell's music is actually a huge part of the reason why this movie is so interesting and intriguing, and it also may be his best work to date.
Number 8. Blade Runner 2049, Hans Zimmer, Benjamin Wallfisch.
With Hans Zimmer and Benjamin Wallfisch stepping in literally in the last minute and replacing Johan Johansson, who was the original choice to do the score, it's amazing that they even completed it in time for such a legendary movie. The score itself isn't as iconic as the original composed by Vangelis, but it certainly has some great emotional moments.
Number 7. Logan, Marco Beltrami.
This score is excellent. It doesn't have any tracks that will end up memorable till the end of time, but the level of emotions that this score provides with such minimalistic melodies is magnificent, and the edgy and interesting action music make this score an absolute success.
Number 6. Darkest Hour, Dario Marianelli.
This is a kind of score and movie that will certainly get some Oscar consideration, and rightfully so, because if you're familiar with the epic speeches from Winston Churchill, you know that the only thing that is missing is epic music in the background. And Dario Marianelli delivers what was expected from him, and he even exceeds my expectations.
Number 5. Coco, Michael Giacchino.
Michael Giacchino and Pixar movies are an unbreakable bond that keeps producing excellent movies and excellent scores. And Coco might be one of the best they ever done, with a little different kind of soundtrack that is heavily influenced by the Mexican mariachi style that fits excellent to the story of Coco.
Number 4. Dunkirk, Hans Zimmer.
The award for the most disturbing score and experience in the theater goes to Dunkirk and Hans Zimmer. The tension is so high in this soundtrack and movie that you can almost taste it. But what is also very high is the award at the end of it, because of a very beautiful variation of the Edward Elgar's Nimrod theme.
Number 3. Victoria and Abdul, Thomas Newman.
This is a kind of score that I absolutely love listening. Optimistic, easy to listen and perfect for the movie. It's just a shame that the movie isn't that good or interesting, but Thomas Newman adds yet another excellent score to his resume.
Number 2. War for the Planet of the Apes, Michael Giacchino.
This score blew my mind and it gave me the most emotions in 2017. It was a beautiful end to a trilogy and I really hope it gets some award considerations, because those last 30 minutes of the movie were simply beautiful, and Michael Giacchino composed one of the best scores for summer movies in ages. So before I tell you my number 1 score of 2017, let's check some honorable mentions. And now, my number 1 score of 2017 is...
Number 1, Star Wars The Last Jedi, John Williams.
And yes, well, I know the movie itself divided the internet a little bit, and myself if I'm being honest, but one thing that cannot be argued, and really nobody does, the score for The Last Jedi by John Williams is simply perfect. In technique, emotion, action and execution. So I absolutely loved it. And it might be in my top 3 Star Wars scores of all time, and that really tells you a lot. So it's a well-deserving number 1 soundtrack of 2017. So this was my top 10 list of the best movie soundtracks in 2017. Now listen, your list could be completely different, and that is the beauty of it. So comment below, maybe I missed some. Tell me what are your favorite soundtracks of 2017. What do you think about my list? Tell me all about it so we could have a nice discussion. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, if you like movie soundtracks or movies in general, feel free to subscribe because this is the channel for you. So subscribe, click the thumbs up button if you like this particular video, and comment. Thank you once again, and I'll see you next time.